minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
What's that? 26 months. Watch the back. Watch the back.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
4 down. Watch 14. Watch 14. And 80. Switch.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Crunch. Tighten up.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Check 3. Travel.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. There goes a deep ball into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Get ready.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Not here. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Stay with your man.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins looking long for his tight end read. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Now Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. He'll be dropped at the 30. But a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo! 26 Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. 26 Mike. 26.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. Marr now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action, it's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down now, it's Bell. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing here on third down, Darnold looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for... Washington first down.
That's good for a Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Tackles, tough. Right there, 54, right there, right there. Hey, 22, Jet, cover. 22.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Now it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Come on, boy. Hey, orbit. You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it. No 80. Mike 35. Let's go, baby. New turnover. Let's get that ball.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They'll run on first down. Bell, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. The 20. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Now the try here for the point after.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The shotgun snap for Darnold. It's complete to Grant. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, watch the slant. We got 4.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his blitz coming, and down he goes. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Haskins to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go play action with Haskins. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold caught here by Bell. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They run for it. Here's Powell. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the ground, it's Geis. Finding room inside the 40. Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Darnold from the gun. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16, eluding the pressure right. And Darnold, he lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, he's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now they are going for it. Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. On 1st down, Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. So we got man. Mike. 57's Mike.
On play action. Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Montez Sweat in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
26, high 7. Me and you all day. I'm coming right there.
Now Darnold. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Airing one out for Crowder. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm here all day. 54 Mike. It's our time. Hey,
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. He's got LeGarrette Blount. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He's got a 1st down or more inside the 30. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup, 15 yards.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
From the 24, Haskins. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Reuben Foster, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. C.J. Mosley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Third down, here's Geis. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout, Adam, I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in you.